our second main topic. Um, this one is going to be about the reactions to Thor: Love and Thunder. The premiere was, I want to say, last Thursday. So let's take a little look at these. Um, we're gonna get a lot of the same thing here when we look at these. I just want to warn you. Brandon Davis of comicbook.com says that Thor: Love and Thunder is absolutely electrifying. My favorite Thor movie of the four. Taika Waititi through and through. It's mature. The soundtrack rocks. Great surprises. A lot of fun. Feels like the best of MCU Phase 1 and 4 in one entry. I like that. Uh, Natalie Portman and Gore Bale are fantastic. Bale could have had more screen time. A lot of Bale stuff here, right? Christina Acuna of Insider says that Bale's phenomenally menacing. Gore the God Butcher is one of the creepiest Marvel villains we've ever seen. Gave me some Dark Knight Ledger Joker vibes at times. Oof. It's the best entry behind No Way Home and Shang-Chi.
Oh, good.
Okay. Some people are saying I like this one from Caitlin Booth of Bleeding Cool. She says, so Thor: Love and Thunder, I have thoughts and feelings, a lot of which are spoilers. Some of them I'm not happy about. But I can't talk about something that the thing that made Thor Ragnarok such a breath of fresh air is how different it was from other movies. I believe she goes on to say in this thread that this film is too similar to Ragnarok, which is fair.
Yeah.
Uh, One of the favorite MCU films. Beating heart of this film is Thor and Jane Foster. It might be my second favorite MCU romance because of how genuine it was and the actors deliver their best performance as heroes. And Bale, Gore arrives at the top tier MCU villain, possibly the best, whose arc packs an emotional wallop in the climax. Svendish and terrifying, yet incredibly sympathetic. Great antagonist. Very much a Taika movie. Yeah, so a lot of and then I want to go to the Illuminati's. They're the last one. They say that Thor: Love and Thunder is everything great about comic book movie. Is truly hilarious, insanity, heart-wrenching tragedy, and bombastic action. Visually stunning and one of the best MCU soundtracks. The entire cast is fantastic, but Bale and Natalie Portman are phenomenal. So, Alex, from that, we got a lot about Natalie Portman, a lot about Bale's performance. What are your thoughts on these reactions? Overwhelmingly positive, it looks like. So, what are you
Yeah.
thinking here?
Dude, now I just want to see the movie. That is it. I literally, like, every time I hear a review about the movie from people who got to see it, it's always positive. I have yet to hear a negative review. And so I'm just like, I wanna see it now. Like, give it to me now. Right now. Like, the
Yeah, a
movie's
week.
clearly done.
Or 2 weeks.
Just show me the movie now. Why do I have to wait longer? Why? Why do I have to wait longer, Marvel? Why? Sorry, got a little aggressive there. I get aggressive when I get very passionate.
Yeah, so like I am happy that these opinions are overwhelmingly positive
Yeah.
from these critics and
But wait, Drew, you didn't read the best review. Thor: Love and Thunder is the best MCU movie since Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
yeah, the joke. Yeah, we could talk about that too. Like I like looking at out of the theater reactions and stuff, but like my only problem with it is like they're always positive. They're always like, this is the best movie I've ever seen. This MCU movie is fantastic. Now, while in some cases I don't doubt it. Like in the
Yeah,
case of No Way Home, like that movie banner, right?
yeah.
Like the one movie I'll say that I went into it expecting more was like weirdly enough, it was Venom Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those films like Venom Let There Be Carnage is fun. It's a horrible movie. Like it's a horrible film. Like put together. It's fun.
Yeah.
Like you have a great time. There's a great hour and a half, but it's like an awfully put together film.
Mm.
Like, and I don't worry about something like that with Thor, but like my thing is like when you say something like it's better than Ragnarok, you
It's a
you're
high
put
bar. It's a high
you're putting your
bar.
chest out there. Like you're putting your chest out there.
Hmm.
Uh, and I wouldn't doubt that this is. I mean, come on, it's pretty easy to beat Dark World in the first Thor film.
Yeah,
So like, I wouldn't doubt it's going to be at least the second best entry in the Thor franchise.
yeah.
Um,
I'm sorry to cut you off, but please look at the thumbnail I just made for.
I like that. I like that.
Yes, I take very much pride in making our thumbnails. On
Uh,
time, no, but making them, yes.
I do have to ask you. This is a discussion we actually had last night. I said that the best two actors in this film are Bale and Portman. Uh, and you wholeheartedly disagreed. You almost
No,
basically
no, no,
said
no, 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 no. Don't pull the wholeheartedly. I don't wholeheartedly think that Natalie Portman's a bad actor. I just don't think she's the best, one of the best in this movie. I
you
think
kind of
it's
also
worth.
insinuated that Hemsworth might be a better actor than Christian Bale.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I would never, never put that out in the world.
So, like to me, it came as no surprise that Natalie Portman and Christian Bale were the standout performances because I think when they're both, especially in Natalie Portman's case, because she usually never gets good material, uh, is a very high quality actor, like actress. Like
Yeah,
she's very high quality. She's talented, fantastic. And this movie, when they say very much Taika in nature, I gotta ask you because we really haven't had it, and we'll discuss more about Taika in a Star Wars film in a second. But I haven't asked you, what do you does that worry you that this is very much a Taika film?
a little bit. Not a whole lot, but a little bit. I think when I think of when they say it's a Taika in nature film, I really think about like, does that mean the comedy might take a little bit of the forefront of this in story or villain building or hero building or something of the sorts? And so that's just kind of where I'm at. I'm not worried that it's got the Taika Waititi spin on it. Obviously, it was always going to, but I'm very much hopeful, and I don't think it is that it will be super Taika in nature.
I think Taika has really good sensibilities
Yeah,
when it comes to directing and it comes to writing. Sometimes like he like pushes the edge of comedy. Like he pushes the boundary. I think Ragnarok, he doesn't push the boundary. Like I'm never like with Ragnarok. Okay, really?
yeah,
Uh, like because he does a really good job with that film. Obviously, the Loki scene, right in the elevator with Thor, right? Really good scene, really good dialogue. One of the
yeah,
better scenes in that film. And then he goes to a comedic gag where they play Get Help right away. Like he has
yeah,
those really good sensibilities where he knows how to blend something that's very important, very plot driven, very character driven, and then
yeah,
go into a comedic moment.
yeah,
And then I think he's going to even excel more with that in the story. I know some things about this film, but when they talk about a this film being a tragedy, and how there's a lot of heart with Gore and um, Jane Foster's character, Mighty Thor. All I'm gonna say is that they're very fascinated stories, and I think it comes as no surprise to me, as talented as those two actors are, and also with the story that they were given, that they're going to be standouts because they have a very compelling and complex arc. I will say, when I read these reviews, though, I worry about Thor's arc in this film.
yeah,
Is he going to be overshadowed? Because a big problem to me would be is like if I am more emotionally engaged with Jane and Gore's arc, and even if Thor's arc is good in this film, I'm gonna be like, well, he's the third most important arc. That's kind of a problem for it being his film, right? Thor: Love and Thunder.
yeah. But
So I want to hear what you think.
I say to that, it's also Jane's movie, and Jane is also Thor. And so I would be okay if Thor didn't take, say, a back seat, but he wasn't the person of the movie. I wouldn't mind it at all.
But to me, the difference with, for example, Steve and Sam's Captain Americas, right? Steve is gone as Cap, right? So that's
Yeah.
why we focus more now on Sam's story. With Thor, he's still in the movie, so like I would have a problem if he, in your words, took a back seat.
Well, no, I'm not saying that he take like I don't want him to take a back seat. I wouldn't be upset if he took a little bit of one, where he wasn't the shining gem of the movie, but someone else was, like Jane or Gore.
well, I mean, I would somewhat because, like, to me, the two vocal points of his three movies are Loki.
Yeah, well, Loki's dead, dad.
True, but like he wasn't even the best character in the first Thor and the second one. You could make an argument the third one Loki was better.
Yeah.
So like I would have a problem if he's not the best character. Like that's been a big problem with his characters. He hasn't been the best character in really any film.
Mm. But he's always been good.
He's
So
been good, especially post Age of Ultron. He's been really good. Uh at everything, I would say. You know, Endgame it's Fat Thor, but like his story's good. But yeah, I mean these reactions, no surprise. Saying it's the third or fourth best in Phase 4 would make sense to me. I think there's a very clear top three there, right? No Way Home for me, Multiverse of Madness, and then Shang-Chi, and then it's a gap, obviously, between Eternals and Black Widow.
yeah,
Um, so it fitted into the 3 or 4 spot. If it can top something like Multiverse of Madness or Shang-Chi, it's going to be difficult because I think those are two great movies. But as long as this is a good adventure, I'm really curious if it's better than Ragnarok. Maybe we're going to rewatch Ragnarok here soon. So um,
yeah,
yeah, that's going to be a tough film to beat because I have it in my top 6 or 7.
yeah.
So
It's up. It is up there.